Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for joining us. I hope you all are doing just so awesome. In this tutorial I will be showing you how you can design a food banner like this with the help of your Pixellab application. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. As we join, please ensure that you have subscribed to the channel and make sure your notification is turned on. So this design, we're going to create it just with the help of Pixellab, like I said, and I would love to go back to the default page so you can all see how we came about this design. So okay, this is Pixellab, usually a default page. Okay, and I want to delete this default text setting. We are using a default Pixellab size, which is a square kind of size, or any other normal 1280 by 1280 size can be okay for this design. All right, what I mean is no need for you to go change the size of your design. So after achieving this, you want to go to background settings here and click on the from gallery. Now from gallery you can see this broad background. Okay, I will share this background with you, other resources inclusive as well, but then you want to click here on the square button. So we have this. All right, so I just want to click on this, then you click on your check mark, which is here. Now you can see we have a perfect square for this design, right? So why we're using a square size is most often social media post designs fit so well on square sizes, especially for food designs. Okay, so I think that is just awesome. Now after achieving this, what we're going to do is to go bring in some other important elements. So I'm going to click on my import button, which will now enable me to browse through my gallery. Okay, now on my gallery here I have some torn paper elements which we are going to be using. So I'm going to click on any of them. Okay, I would love us to use this one. This is a torn paper, as you can see, and like I promised, I will share it with you guys in the video on the video description. So what are we going to do? Basically, we would love to increase this in size. Okay, then make a copy of this. As you can see, we have a copy of it, but we're going to change the color. All right, we leave the color for now. Just go to rotation and rotate it along the y-axis. All right, along the x-axis, sorry. So let's rotate this along the x-axis so that this other curvy end, okay, so that this other curvy end can fall this way. So we have this, and we're going to position it this way. Then now go to layer, and using position but relative position button, make sure they are on the middle. Then you want to mesh the two together. Okay, but before we mesh it together, let's just shift it a little bit outwards. All right, good. Now let's go and make sure they are on the middle. Okay, let's mesh it up. So after measuring it up, make sure it's on the middle using position. Go back to layer and just lock this up. So after logging it up, what next? We're going to go to import once again, and on import I have these as fries here. These fries, as you can see, this is an element for fries. Basically is French fries. All right, so I have this, and I'm going to increase this in size, position it here, then go back to that shape, click on this shape. Let's change the color into something much more different. So as you know, food designs go well with yellow colors and black colors. So since the background is already black, we can alternate the color by giving it a yellow color here or an orange. So let's work with yellow. All right, yellow is fine. And why we're using this yellow color is you have to always understand the reason behind the kind of colors you use. So yellow is a color that triggers appetite, same as in food designs. All right, so in food designs, when you use yellow, the importance of yellow is it triggers appetite. So you want to use a color that communicates clearly with customers. So after achieving this, all we're going to do right now is to start bringing in other important elements. And right now what I'm going to do is to bring in this vegetable element here. Okay, so just crop this in, reduce it nicely in size, then position it here, go send it to the back of the food element. So we're going to just make sure that it's the pepper that is showing. Then we'll make a copy of that, position it here, then go back and shift it also to the back of the first element. So as you can see, we have everything well lined out this way. So after achieving all of this, what we're also going to do is to bring in some leaf elements. All right, so I'm going to bring in a leaf element. Now on my gallery here, I have some leaf elements which we're going to use. So I'm going to click on it and just make a crop. Let's crop this out. Okay, don't panic that you have a section of it remaining. We're going to wipe that out using eraser. So go to eraser and let's just wipe this out. Okay, you can wipe this other one also, it's fine. Wipe the watermark. So I will remove this background, the background of this leaf, using photo room. So that's why you are able to see the photo room watermark there. So I'm going to leave this here. Just reduce this in size neatly and position it here. Then what we're going to do is to bring in another element. Okay, this time a pepperish element. So I have this one here with me, and I'm going to rotate this neatly, reduce this in size drastically, and somehow position it here. Use your relative position to ensure that it's on the middle. If it's not going, use position button. So place it this way, go to layer and begin to lock up all of these elements. All right, why we're locking it up is to avoid it moving when we're doing other stuff. So the next thing that we are going to do is to bring in some text. So I'm going to click on new text and write special. Okay, let's write special. Then position it here neatly, then go to font, and there is this particular script font called Amsterdam Z12L font. This is the font here. We're using that. Please, as you follow the tutorial, ensure that you have subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. Now use lazy position to bring this to the middle, then go to stroke and no, to style instead. So go to style, which is here. Click on style and bold it up. So click here, it will bold this up. Okay, then increase this a little bit. So we have special. Then go back to font and write foot menu. So this is a special foot menu. Then make this in caps and bring it here. Now as per the color mixing principle, we are going to use black here. All right, then we go to our font, and I'm using this font called Olivia Sans Bold. It's really bold, and you can use any other bold fonts here. There are no issues at all, but please make sure you have subscribed to the channel. So let's increase this drastically, and after increasing it, you can see very clearly that the line spacing between the text is now too much, which doesn't make any sense. But first of all, we're going to click on alignment, which is here. Click on alignment, then click on middle alignment. Okay, then now click here on the check mark to continue, and go now to line spacing, which is here, and let's reduce the line spacing. So I hope you can see what's happening. Now click on your check mark to proceed. Go back to relative position. So we have to position this text on the middle. So on relative position, click here, and it will position your text to the middle of your design page. Then move this up using spacing button. So we have special foot menu. All right, good. Now it's time for us to bring in the logo of this restaurant. So I have with me here the logo, and this is the logo. I'm going to bring this. Let's change the color once more to yellow. I'm going to go to color option, and this is the color we are working with, yellow. So reduce this neatly, and as you can see, the logo is really small in size, so I'm going to make it much more bigger by giving it a stroke. So go to stroke, add a stroke width of just 1, make the stroke width the same as the image color or the color of the logo, which is of course this yellow. Then click on your check mark right here, and you can even increase this a little bit. Then let's shift this purposely. Let's shift this somewhere to 4 along the middle points here. Now go to text, click on your text and write, let's write K&K Kitchen. So we have K&K Kitchen. This is obviously the name of this restaurant. All right, make this in caps, bring it here. Then we're going to go to font area, and I want us to use a different kind of font here. All right, let's see Montserrat. Montserrat is not bad, but we can try other options. So let's check if we can see another font that is good enough for that text. So one thing about numerous fonts is when you have thousands of fonts, you sometimes get mixed up with the one to use, and finally you discover that you're using just some few fonts or most often. I don't know if it is only me that face this problem as a designer, but I think much more designers do face the same problem, where you have thousands of fonts but you find yourself always using a few of them. All right, so I did not get that particular font we are looking for so far, so I'm just going to search it. It's called the HK Grotex font family. So we are going to go with the semi bold. All right, but you can use any other bold font here, or any other font that is not a script font. Okay, so I have K&K Kitchen. Okay guys, so the next thing is for us to go to shapes. Okay, select on shapes. What you're going to do is select this square, increase the radius a bit, then bring the shape right down this way, and let's change the shape color to yellow. So go to color and give the shape a yellow color. Okay, now what you're going to do is to make a copy of this shape. Tap back on edit. This is your edit button. Then reduce the opacity completely, increase the stroke width to about 3, and reduce the shape itself a little. Now use position button to align this shape properly on this shape, on the first shape. So we're going to edit this. So we have a smaller shape inside a bigger shape. When you are doing this, you have to be very cautious of what you are doing so that you don't mix it up. Okay, so as you can see, the first shape did not have that curve on its edges so well. So I'm going to go back on the editing button, then I increase the curve. Okay, I increase it to about 30% so that it can be well curved out. Then let's click the middle one also, go on the radius, increase it also to 30% so that the two can look familiar. Okay, good. So after achieving this, we are going to copy this text, copy it, double tap and write order now. Make this to be in capital letters. And we are going to change the color into black. We're going to reduce the size to just about 20. So we have order now. And what we're going to do is to change the font to a bold font. So we use HK Grotex semi bold in the first case. So let's go to fonts and give this one the bold. So I have HK. Let me just search for this font. Let's use the extra bold to make it much more visible. So we'll have order now clearly written. Now what we're going to do is to create go to our shapes, select a triangle, reduce it in size. Alright, so we have to just compress it this way, then we reduce it in size, position it this way, then make a copy of it, reduce it also, turn around with it and position it this way. So we are going to rotate this, just make it turn around this way, then copy this one, so this one offsetted, let's delete it, copy this and rotate this also. Now go to layer, select all the 3 triangles, mesh them up all together, then reduce it in size, position it here, rotate it neatly and place it here, make a copy of it. So let's make a copy of it, also position it here, but then you have to be very careful here. Alright, just rotate this and place it here as well. So we have this. Good. Now what you are going to do is to use your position button to adjust it properly. Then go now to this, to stickers. I'm going to use an arrow here. So I have this arrow. Okay, once you click on the arrow, don't click on this check mark, it will disappear. Rather just tap your finger anywhere on the screen and it will appear. So we have this. Okay, then bring it down here like so, rotate this, position it here, and as you follow, please make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. So this arrow is too tiny, I'm going to give it a stroke, then make the stroke width to be just 1, and you can copy this text just so we maintain the same font. Copy it and write the contact details so they can easily contact the K&K kitchens using these contact details. So bring it here, and obviously we are going to change the color into white to wrap up the design. So place it here, and that's it. So guys, this is how you can design a social media flyer for food menu for K&K kitchens, especially for Freepik, using your Pixellab application. I hope today's tutorial was helpful, and as you go, make sure that you have saved your work as PNG and also as Ultra, and make sure you have also subscribed to the channel for yet more other amazing tutorials. Like the video, drop your comments as we wait to see you in our next tutorial. Stay blessed.